Hello and welcome back to a special subscriber thing where we do a Q&A. Every 5,000 subs I've managed to do one of these since like 80k. For whatever reason, I think the gap between that amount of subscribers is big enough to have it be fresh and relevant basically. Now, I did actually already hit 95k, which is amazing and I'm really grateful for that. But once I reached around 97,000, YouTube did the whole sub loss thing for everyone and I lost 3,000 subscribers. But don't worry, we're back. Thank you so much. Let's get straight into the Q&A. I did it on Twitter like I usually have, so you might want to follow my Twitter in case you want to be part of the future Q&A stuff that I do. But anyway, first question. The first question comes from Thunder Buddy, or Sean. How does it feel to reach 95,000 subscribers? It feels fucking wonderful, dude. It's been something I've been working on for years. You know, I started doing this as a hobby, and ultimately a second job at one point, and then I quit my job to do this full time, and it all worked out. And not only do I feel extremely lucky, but I feel so grateful to be in this position. And I've worked for years as hard as I can, and every day, every single day I sit down to make a video, I always say to myself, make this one your best one. Try harder. Try something new. Every single day, I try something new, and it's a wonderful feeling to be progressing every day and learning something new. He also tagged a second question, cheeky. Will there be any more challenge runs in the future of Dark Souls? Keep being you, man. Thanks so much, man. I'm not sure about what I'm going to do in the future of Dark Souls. We have the final episode of Dark Souls to do. We have Lore Bites on Dark Souls coming soon. We have the challenge run we're currently doing. When that ends, I can't say that we'll just do another one. I'd like to keep things fresh, original, and it's something I've never done before as a challenge run. And who knows, maybe I'll do something else, but I know it won't be in the same style. It will be different. Andre asks, one pro and one con about living with rage. Okay, one pro is obviously the fact that we can like just walk across each other. Like, I don't know, for example, we're playing a game and I'm like, what's that thing? I'm trying to describe it, it's on my screen, can't think of it. Oh, hold on, come in here. And 3 seconds later, he's in here and he's like, oh, that thing, boom. Or vice versa, you know, whatever. And we bounce ideas off each other, whatever. There's plenty of pros. There's tons of pros. One con, I must admit, is, okay, so how you sync up audio. So, example, this webcam is recording audio right now, and I need to make sure that audio lines up with my voice. So I use it recording Audacity for audio with all my videos, because it just gets better sound quality than what my webcam would capture because of this awesome mic I have. So obviously I want to use this mic. And so what I do is I just run Audacity, I run the webcam audio, and then I clap. Or I tap the microphone kind of thing, right? And then I line up the audio via the sound of that clap or that tap. Now, Josh has a nice wooden desk in his room, and for some reason, he likes to bang on it really loudly 8 times or so before he starts recording so he can really line up that audio. It's not necessarily necessary for him to do, but it's something he just does and finds satisfying. And it's not that big of a deal, but I do hear banging from his room like multiple times a day. And, you know, at least he's not falling over or anything. This next question comes from Neuro. How weeb are you from 0 to I own a katana collection? It's not actually my katana, it's Will's. And it's also wooden and it's not made of metal, so there's that. So yeah, this isn't mine, this is Will's. But I do actually have, I got this, it's a big sword. I got this, it's a Tiger 2 Karambit. But this is the display one, so it's a bit smaller. One's bigger. It's also a Tiger 2 Karambit. Focus, there you go. There you go. This is more of an actual karambit, you know, not just a display one. I have this. It's like a snake staff. Ryan Hoyle sent it to me. I don't know. Snakes are cool, but I think he was thinking of like Metal Gear Snake. Oh yeah, and I do actually have these. These are real swords. They're the Deathstroke swords. They're pretty cool. Yeah. Oh, and I've got this as well. It's like a Nerf gun. It's very small, but it's very deadly. Shoots very quick. Now, I'm not saying I'm a weeb, but I'm definitely a massive nerd. Blaze asks, real talk, crunchy or smooth, peanut butter wise? I don't like peanut butter. It's gross. Next row asks, who is your anime waifu? I don't really have one of those. Off the top of my head, I think, what's her name? Mikasa from Attack on Titan was really fucking cool. And I definitely wouldn't say waifu, but when I grew up watching Avatar: The Lost Airbender, Aang's story, that was amazing. I thought Toph was really cool, but she's also a kid. And then in the Korra one, she's like super old, so I don't really want either of those. So I think those characters are cool, but I don't think I'm married to either of them. Sorry, what? Extra Legs. That's a great name. Can you tell us about your D&D character? Which edition of D&D do you prefer and why? And do you like homebrew things? I can tell you that I'm going to be playing some sort of like duelist fighter type of character. I have my armor in a box. Literally, it's oiled and like ready to go. Maybe the picture on the screen from a thing that we had when I was wearing it earlier. But I can't really tell you much about the character. We need to work on like what we're going to do with them, what personalities they have. We're going to get something running soon on the Rare Drop channel that's like a D&D real life thing that's going to be really cool. But there's more information on that out there, and if you want to learn more, then you can watch my most recent Let's Talk where me and Will talk about it a little bit. And I don't think I've ever had a homebrew thing. I'm not really sure. Ryan asked, would you get Smudge a friend like how Josh gets multiple reptiles? I think he's actually going to be getting another one. He is, I believe he is. But Smudge, he's a rabbit. Ultimately, rabbits are really happy to be in a group. Definitely not on their own, and Smudge is on his own. So we definitely are thinking about that, and we definitely do want to do that. But it's also the cost of it and the living and whatnot in the space. It's already a small space for a rabbit, and we're trying to deal with that and maybe do something in the garden at some point. But as it is right now, the idea is, yes, we want him to have a companion of some sort. Definitely another rabbit. That would be awesome. But if he's ready for that, if we're ready for it, maybe not yet. We also really want a dog, but it's just not the right time. God damn it. Will is actually getting a cat with his girlfriend, Laura. They're going to have a cat called Cat Damon. Yes. They'll be in the house in like a few weeks. So you get to see him soon. That should be interesting. I'm excited to like meet a babby cat. I've always been good with dogs, but I've never really had a cat, never known anyone who's actually had a cat. Everyone I've known has had dogs. Minos asks, I don't know if this has been answered in the past, but how did your parents first react to you having a girlfriend who lives abroad? Well, actually, I didn't. I mean, she definitely did live in Germany while I was in England, but I first met Linny before we were like an item or anything, when she was over in England visiting and seeing London, and she came up to Leeds to meet me, and then we just hung out for a day. My parents met her on that day. That day I also realized, hang on, I really like this girl. I'ma tell her that. So I did. And then she was happy with that, and here we are, like, years later. But ultimately, yes, the distance was there. Yes, they were aware of the distance, but they'd already met her at that point. It wasn't a big deal. They had an image of her, and she visited, I visited her. It was just an ongoing, an open thing. And that's the best way to approach a relationship, in my opinion, anyway. Just be honest about it, and hopefully it all works out. Jeremy asks, when can we hope to see a Demon's Souls playthrough, and do you think it will be on your YouTube or Twitch? Well, I definitely want to play through the game. I may do Demon's Souls in my own time, and you may never see it. I may do a Twitch stream while I'm doing it, but YouTube-wise, I'm very unsure about that. If there was like a huge uproar of like, oh my god, do a Demon's Souls thing, we need to see it on your channel, then who knows, maybe I could do that after the challenge run ends. We were just talking about that, weren't we? But I'm unsure about that one. You guys will have to give me some feedback. JS, what is the thing that makes you smile the most every day? And congrats. Hopefully we get to see you at 100k soon. Thanks so much, man. And yeah, I mean, waking up, having my own room. So, I mean, like, for the last forever, I've been living with my parents. I moved out 2 months ago for the first time. And I moved in with my girlfriend and some of my best friends. And it's been a unique experience, and it's definitely taking adjusting. But I tell you what, I've worked really hard for like 5 years, 6 years in my goddamn bedroom in a corner. And for the last 9 months or so before we moved here, I was living in that same room, working full time in that room with my girlfriend. And it was definitely trying. Living in that room with someone for that long is hard, but we were fine. We managed to be fine, which is amazing. But ultimately, I was in a corner of my own room most of my life for like the last 6 years. And now I have this room to like come in every day, and it's my work area. It's my relaxed area, but I get to step out of it. And there's this whole of a house filled with friends and space. and different things I can do outside of gaming and YouTube, which is something that's been my life for so long. I finally feel open to do other things and do things with my friends as whenever we want. We like literally live with each other, which is great. I wake up in my own bedroom that's separate to the room that I work in. It's such a huge thing to me, that. So every day, just seeing my bedroom, seeing my girlfriend, seeing Smudge, seeing my friends, just every day, just appreciating what I have, because I've worked to get where I am now, and I don't want to forget how lucky I am to be where I am today. And finally, will cheating questions ever come back from Memever? Sunlight Falcon. Your name, Memever. I'm sorry, hang on. Let's go to her or his Twitter here. I want you to look at this picture. A dirty liberal memer. That background though. Wow. I'm not really sure about teen questions. My honest answer right now is no. This like thing I do every 5k subs is definitely replacing that in a big way. And also, Let's Talk. I do answer a lot of questions there and bring my own topics, and it's more of a discussion than a back and forth question and answer type of show like this is, and like Teen Questions was. But I think it has replaced it and improved upon it. You know, we don't really need teen questions. We have better things now. Plus, I still drink a lot of tea, don't worry. Guys, that'll have to do for today. Thank you for all of the questions. I hope they were interesting or enjoyable, or you learned something, whatever. But thank you for sending me these questions. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for 95 fucking thousand of you. Here's to 100k. It's only around the corner. Who knows what I'm gonna do for that? Some sort of special thing. I gotta. But I'm really looking forward to it. Thank you so much. I'll see you in the next video, guys. I may have... Oh, come on. Fuck. Thanks.